I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse. Mine, it can't be diffused. If you ain't thinking the same, then we playing by different rules. You can't see the vision, we living at different views. Until we complete the mission, keep getting up, never snooze. I walked a mile in my shoes, had the mind of a fool, chasing diamonds and jewels. Trust me, I was confused. Started minding my business and used my mind as a tool. Ended up finding my purpose and found the time to get to it. They told me I couldn't do it, they told me I couldn't make it. They sold it, could never break it. That's sadly mistaken. I need a piece of the pie, I want it so bad I can taste it. They told me like Toby, keep on running toes, they gon' take a few to lose. Built to win, apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I pay for the cost, I'm winning to win. Yeah. Refuse to lose, I'm built to win. Apply myself, I filled it in. No time for the doubt, they counted me out, I'm getting it in. Yeah. No time for no loss, I'm paying the cost, I'm in it to win. Yeah. Refuse.
Just like that.
So I just jump right in. I didn't even get the end of the intro video.
Hey, we here. Okay. Welcome to Refuse to Lose Sports. My name is Joe Jordan. We have a great episode for y'all today. As y'all can see, I have two of my brothers with me, but before I bring them to the stage, let me let y'all know what we're going to talk about today. We got a lot of football to talk about. Week 3 is here because we had a game yesterday. Mike McDaniel be fired. We got to talk about that. The Bears, they go into Dallas Cowboys Stadium, you know, Tom was second home. And is this a must-win for the – sorry?
We in Chicago.
Oh, yeah, Chicago. I'm sorry, yeah.
So
I was told this their home opener, and I'm like, no, their home opener was on the opening week, but I get what they're saying. Home opener on a day game, I guess. So – will Dallas beat the Bears? And is this a must-win for Chicago? Because they already 0-2, y'all. 2 losses in the division, by the way. Sorry, 1 loss in the division. 2, the Vikings too. We got to talk about JD5 not being available, but Marcus Mariota stepping up. Can the Commanders survive without JD5? Ooh, that rhyme. We got Justin Herbert on the rise. Carl Carter, y'all. If Justin Herbert and the Chargers beat the Broncos, will he be the MVP frontrunner? We had to discuss him because he's been balling. That's Carl's guy, like I said. We got the NFC West, right? Showdown with the 49ers and the Cardinals battling for first place. Which team needs this win more? And last but not least, we got to talk about Philly. Philly play the Rams. If Philly offense struggles again, do they have a OC problem or a QB problem? All that we're going to discuss. But like I said and promised, I got 2 of my bros with me. In the middle, as you can see, I got Michigan Dunson Tomo, co-host of In the Red Corner. They had a great episode after the Bud and Canelo fight. Make sure y'all go tune into that. And we got my boy CTC Carl. Carl is here with us. He just had an episode drop yesterday. Make sure you can check out that. And he will have another one dropping before this weekend to preview these weekend games. So, fellas, how y'all doing?
I'm doing good, man, you know. Football is upon us, college football, NFL. So the weekends are packed. Like, you can never say there's nothing to watch now. I mean, Love Island games are back too, but that's for another conversation. But again, Carl, I'm just waiting for our Chipotle bowl, man. That's all I got to say, man. How you feeling, Carl? How you feeling, Joe?
Joe wanted to be a funny guy talking about Herbert. It's all good though. But I'm feeling good, man. Ready to talk to you sports. Like you said, man, show will be tomorrow morning. I'm get a Saturday morning show to talk about the games before they kick off. So I'm excited for that. We got Iowa and Rutgers tonight, so I'm definitely excited for some Big Ten action there. So make sure y'all check out the short to see who I got winning and why. But let's get to it.
Here we go.
All right, let's get it. So before we get into the stuff, right, into the rules and regulations, it's Friday. My boy David Dollars is not here physically, but he's here in the sound collection. All right, so it's Friday. What are we going to do, Tomo? You know what we do.
Up.
So So look, we are streaming this on 4 different platforms: Facebook, YouTube, X, and Twitch. So make sure y'all like the video on all 4 platforms you can. Follow and subscribe in all of our social media platforms. You can follow us everywhere at Refuse to Lose Sports and at R2L Sports for those who can't find us at Refuse to Lose Sports. And make sure you share this video with anybody, somebody, especially a sports fan of one of these teams if you can, so they can watch this show live with you, because you could be involved in the show by being in the comment section. We can see all the comments y'all will be putting out throughout the show. Shout out to Little G Griffith. My Aunt Valerie B-Day is on September 21st. In 2 days, happy B-Day. All right? Out there, all right? Big fan of the Eagles. Yeah, we know you're a big fan of the Eagles, man. All right, you ain't got to tell us. Make sure you stick around to the end so you can hear us talk about your Eagles. All right, appreciate you for tuning in. All right, shout out to my boy Blaze. Let's go, fellas. And last but not least, enjoy the rest of the show. Time floor is yours.
All right. I mean, I haven't done one of these in a while, but I think this first topic is gonna be kind of a "you done son" segment, because is it time to fire Mike McDaniel? After watching the game last night, and if you don't know, now you know, the Bills and the Dolphins played on Prime, Amazon Prime, that is. Bills win 31-21. The Dolphins, man, I don't know if we want to say chicken or the sea. Oh, real question is not.
We actually had that on the, but we're gonna save that for Tuesday's show.
Yeah. You see, the Ravens fan is here. Carl, we're gonna get into that, but let me finish this though. Some people would say, is it chicken of the sea, or are we talking tuna sandwiches, or are we talking apple turnover? We don't know. The turnovers is everywhere in abundance. But another person would say, I think they just need to go on a retreat and find themselves, because the Dolphins just don't look like. But then again, they said they can't be a good team anyway, so they might be themselves. Joe, I know on Unfazed you all asked the question, what coaches are on the hot seat? A lot of people, there were a lot of names thrown out there, even in the comments. I mean, Mike McDaniels was brought up. So is it time for him to go?
No.
Joe. Oh,
Not
that's a
right
lot of
now.
rhyming right there.
I know. You said Joe. I should wait for you to say Joe, and I'm like, no.
I said,
nah, not yet. Not right now. See, look, I put it in the chat. I said that this is a must win, and then I scratched it off and said this is a must look good game, because at the end of the day, they're playing the Buffalo Bills. Buffalo Bills are like, I don't know if y'all saw it. Vegas got them favored in every single game. All right, of their season, which is crazy. The Buffalo Bills, same team that beat the Ravens. You know, the Ravens is a high. It's not a job, but it's just to say how the Bills are good. They're a good team. They are 2-0. You're 0-2. You're playing in Buffalo. I know it's not cold, but you're playing in Buffalo. Josh Allen is undefeated on Thursday Night Football, by the way. I don't know y'all know that stat. Undefeated on Thursday nights. So everything is against you, but can you at least compete? And the Dolphins competed. I got to give them their props. They look like a team that said, our coach is staying. I remember when Brandon Staley was on a hot seat and they went to go play Vegas and they got smacked. Remember the score like 63-21, something like that? Now, that's a team that said, we quit on our coach. Please give us somebody, give us somebody else. And they went and got Jim Harbaugh next year. But Mike McDaniel, they fought for him. Here's some things that stuck out to me. Number one, on third down. They were 10 or 15 on third down. They were very efficient on third down. I feel like every third down play they couldn't get, it was something Tua did that messed it up. It wasn't like the team was Tua. It went for on fourth down, they got it. And I feel like almost every time they converted or those big key moments, it was either Waddle or Tyreek Hill. They're two guys. So I got to give Mike McDaniel props. Now look at Tua. You look at the first game of the season, Tua throws some terrible interceptions. Then look at the second game of the season. They played good. They were competitive. And Tua threw a back-breaking interception at the end of the game. And then we look at this game right here. Mike McDaniel drew up everything from Tua. Tua had 34 attempts, 146 yards. 4.3 yards per attempt. That's crazy. Because Mike McDaniel was setting them up, which he always does. Hey, like kind of like a Jared Goff situation everybody kept saying with him and Sean McVay. Literally setting them up all game. And he called a great offensive game, but Tua reading it like this, that interception he threw the game. But even before that interception, that roughing the kicker to the punter was horrible. But what I can say, he was trying to make a play, which is another sign they're fighting for their coach. Do I think it's the right decision? No, because they weren't in pump block formation. That wasn't designed for them to do that. They was getting the ball back with a tie ball game. But he tried to get a stop. So I feel like how they came out that game, he deserves to be there on the sideline for more games. And especially, you got to see how they look next week against the Jets. Now, they play the Jets next week. You lose to the Jets, then you might can move on for them. Then you got the Panthers after that. So these next two games are winnable games. And both of those games they could lose too, but they are winnable games. And then they got the Chargers after that. Like they could potentially be 2-3 playing the Chargers. And if they somehow beat the Chargers, then they back on the boat. But right now, don't fire Mike McDaniel.
Carl?
I ain't gonna lie, I thought I was gonna be by myself on this. No, you should not fire Mike McDaniel. You should move on from Tua. That's the question. Move on from Tua. Tua right now, 5 touchdowns, 4 interceptions. Like Joe said, 2 interceptions against the Colts, 1 against the Pats, and the game-losing one essentially against the Bills. So he has not gone a game without an interception yet this season, and it's been 3 games. You pile that on with the fact that the defense really kept the Dolphins, in the game. When the Bills came out, was it 21-21? They got 2 stops back to back. One going to be in 3 and out. The defense performed very well in the second half. Now, like Joe said, granted, the roughing the punter, elongated the Bills' drive, which won me some money last night, so I ain't mad at it. But but it broke the Dolphins' back. But that's not coaching. That's just a player trying to make a play, and he made a mistake. That's not on coaching. And then Tua throws the pick while driving, mind you, in Bills' territory. He throws a pick. So those are all things that's not Mike McDaniel. But here's another thing I want people to think about. And that's what the Dolphins were before Mike McDaniel. Does anybody remember?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
There was rumors after this first game, maybe even the second game, that people were calling their agents telling them to get me out of Miami. So people wanted to abandon ship immediately. Mike McDaniel helped turn that around. Yeah. Also, we have to remember there was a little friction between Tyreek Hill and the Dolphins going into this season. Again, coach can't really do nothing about how a player feels. So I don't think a lot of this is on Mike McDaniel. I think Mike McDaniel is doing the best he can with what he has in Miami, and I think he's actually doing a good job. I think it's just that time to move on from Tua.
Okay. Thought I was looking at this from the glass half empty, but technically I had to sit back and think about the glass half full. Now, Joe, you threw out something about players fighting for their coaches, right? And it took me back, and I'm sorry, but I got to have a kid moment on here. Wade Phillips, when he was the coach for the Dallas Cowboys, and they went to Green Bay and played the Packers and lost 45-7. That was a team that quit on their coach. Like, you can literally see it. And I want to go back to a comment I made on the last show, and me and Dave was going back and forth in the comments too about should the Bears fan be worried? And he was like, it's only week 2. I'm like, you can tell when a team wants to fight for their coach or when they believe in their coach. And also, who's the leader in the locker room, right? Is it Caleb? We don't know. If we want to flip it to the Dolphins now, is it Tua? We know it's not Tua. Tua's not the leader in that locker room for the Dolphins. He's just a starting quarterback. With the concussion situation, a lot of people said Tua shouldn't play football anymore. And I know we don't want to go back to that, but it's just like, hey, some of these decisions, there are afterfacts. There's aftermath after having those concussions, at the rate in which he was having them. And I'm saying that's because that's why he's throwing picks, because if that's the case, we need to test Josh Allen. But anyway, I don't think Mike McDaniel needs to be fired. You can see it in his body language that it's something bigger than him happening with the Dolphins right now. Every time he has a post conference, it's just like, we need to play better football. Like he just doesn't seem like himself right now. He's not even energetic. Like, you remember the halftime interviews where he'll talk and they'll dart off, like just having fun. The Dolphins are not having fun right now. Football is not fun for them. I definitely did. But football is not fun for the Dolphins right now. And could it have started with Tyreek Hill? We don't know. The Jalen Ramsey situation came out and said that people were trying to blame Jalen on that. And he was like, that's why I had to get traded. But something needs to change in the locker room. I think you get rid of Tua and see what Mike can be after that with another quarterback. I'm not saying they have it on the roster right now. Maybe they do. But I'm not saying fire the coach right now. But, Joe, we come on here Tuesday. They lost to the Jets. We come on here next Tuesday, and they lost to the Panthers. Just free Mike, man. I ain't saying fire him. He doesn't deserve to lose his job, but free Mike, man. You can't lose to two bad teams when y'all known for beating on bad teams.
It depends on how it look.
I mean,
the Colts game, if it look like the Colts game,
Yeah.
they might let go break up. But if they fighting and they just end up losing those games, like I said, you gotta move on from Tua.
I'm telling you that Bills game, they fought hard. It felt like it was like we got to win this game or we not making the playoffs. Like you could feel the energy through the TV, but you know they got a QB on there. Yeah, give them a shot. You know,
I mean, get your Texas bias up out of here.
They got Zach Wilson in front of him, but I mean Quinn Ewers, give him another shot. You know, never know. Might be a Kurt Warner.
Okay.
Kurt Warner undrafted though, but he was 7th round pick.
I think Kurt Warner also went to a FCS now school.
I see what you're saying. Yeah. Or Brady. Okay, go ahead.
I was just gonna say behind the curtain. Joe called me last night. It was like, "Do you think the Dolphins have a chance?" I said, "No, no chance in the world." And they actually covered the spread. So
yeah, you did. I did call him. Yeah.
So, you mean a chance at winning the game?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was like, a chance at what?
Yeah, well, that's not the basis of why he called me. We were talking about my show, but he did ask me the question.
I forgot to ask you that. Yeah.
Yeah, not going 0-3. I would say the coach is on the hot seat because that's the easier exit. But if your quarterback play is terrible, what do you expect the coach to do? He can't go out there and throw the ball for him. He putting them in the right position, and Tua is just making bad decisions with the football. I
feel like he played good yesterday until that moment. Well, there's a couple of he fumbled a snap one third down that ended the drive. He missed somebody on the quit button hook wide open, and he didn't throw it, you know, and he threw the interception. And those other two plays I was talking about was on third down. And like Carl said, that interception came after converting on. They didn't convert it on fourth. No, fourth down.
I can't remember if that was the drive before the tie it at 21 because they did convert on a fourth down, but I think that was the tie it. I'm not sure if that was
that the drive when Tyreek got 3 first downs on third down.
I think that was it.
No, I think they scored that drive. I think they probably scored that drive. But they were moving the ball though.
Yeah, they were moving.
They were moving that rock. Defense was playing well. They get a score. I was confident the defense getting another stop. You know, they did a good job.
Why were you so confident, Joe?
I mean, they played well all night.
Chill. I know where you're going with this.
I know where you're going, but they played well all night, you know. Josh Allen kept ball out of harm's way. He did throw a little flicky. James Cook played very well. Carl was with you. That one, look, they threw punt. They came back down, ran. He got a first down off Bucks, and then he tried to run again. They abandoned it again and stopped throwing it. I was with you.
Hey, I'm just saying, bro. I've been saying it for almost a year plus that James Cook just don't get the recognition that he deserves. And I'm glad somebody else, Joe, said it in the chat yesterday. And I gave you your props too, Tomo.
I mean, we was there. We was calling it. They told us we was hating, man.
You had a Bills fan come on here and say that Frank Gore might take the starting job. Frank Gore Jr. might take the starting job. I'm like, bro, what? You not know?
Oh, he's smart. He said trade James Cook too.
See?
Oh, that would have been a bad move.
I know James Cook is very valuable.
Hey, look, as a guy who's, you know what organization I'm a part of, I'd have loved to see it.
I wouldn't have been mad either, but I know another team that's mad as well. Oh, they might be mad. Joe, let's get to it. We gotta go to Soldier Field, man. The Windy City's at.
Shout out to
you, BB Sports.
Salute. Keep working.
For real.
Soldier Field.
Hey, I see the Tennessee joint. You know, I talk college. You know, subscribe. Shout out to Joey Aguilar.
Yes. CTC.
Definitely check out CTC. I can't wait for that bowl, man. Hopefully, worm around for it so he can help me pay half, or you might have to pay for 2 bowls.
2? What we doing?
I'm just joking, man. But
I was about to say, hold on.
I got a quick story for you, Carl. Funny thing, I was watching the Cowboys-Giants game. This is old, but I just got to share it with you, Carl. I meant to share it in the chat. I was watching the Cowboys-Giants game, and a Wale video popped up, and Malik Neighbors caught a touchdown. I said, maybe it's me and this guy. I don't know, but I cut that video off so quick. He gonna find a way to ruin my success with
That's
sports. I don't
crazy.
get it.
The timing was perfect.
But is the timing gonna be perfect on Sunday? Is it a must win for the Bears? Our last time we talked about the Bears, we were talking about should the fans be worried? Now, first home opener on Sunday, because that was prime time, right? They go up against the Dallas Cowboys. The world has been questioning Ben Johnson. The world has been saying, is Caleb good enough? The world is now trying to figure out after 0-2, starting the season 0-2, 24-7 loss to the Vikings. 52. This the 40 points Mark was looking for. 52-21 against the Lions. Carl, is this a must win?
No, because what are your expectations of the Bears? Like, must win for what? To get better, get worse draft positioning? Like, nobody got the Bears making the playoffs. Nobody got the Bears as a Super Bowl contender. To be honest, this is a must win for the Cowboys, and it's a must win to look good for the Cowboys.
There you go.
Because the Bears are cooked. I'm sorry, not sorry. I mean, you're in a stacked division with the Vikings, Lions, and the Packers. Again, I don't even know if people had the Bears going 500. To be honest, I had a Bears fan, my dog Luke, text me saying, "Can he be a Ravens fan?" So I don't. It depends on your expectations. I mean, if you think the Bears should make the playoffs, then yes. But I mean, 95% of America doesn't think that's going to happen. So no, in my opinion, this is a must-win for the Cowboys.
You beat me to it, Carl. No, he definitely did. Because I said the first thing when the topic came up, Joe, I looked at the phone and said, I can't come on here and do the same thing I did with the Giants. Then they go out there and look semi worse because at least Caleb gonna run more than Russ will. So after seeing how the Bears played the last 2 weeks, and you know they only play the first half, then that means you can come in the second half and blow them out if you're playing good football. I can't come on here and say that. So the Cowboys, it's more of a must-win for the Cowboys defense, especially going off of last week. Malik Neighbors, Wan'Dale Robinson. I'm gonna say it again, Wan'Dale Robinson.
Hold on, don't disrespect Wan'Dale, bro.
No. What I'm saying is Wan'Dale Robinson, right? So if you, what's the other guy? What's the other wide receiver? Jalen Hyatt? Is that
Jalen Hyatt? Do they even use him?
No.
If I'm him,
Exactly.
I haven't heard his name in a while.
That's what I'm saying. So if I'm him, I'm sitting there watching 2 wide receivers go for almost 200 yards each, and y'all didn't even think to call my name. Jackson Dart got in the game. So these are just wide receivers that just went off last week. You got Eberflus coming back for his first game, and we talking about returning coaches, right, who got fired from a place or left. Is the defense going to fight for him? Because a lot of people are starting to second guess his scheme now. I don't watch a few interviews where all the Dallas media is starting to bring up Dan Quinn. It was like, well, Dan Quinn realized that he didn't have the players to fit his scheme. He changed the scheme. And Dan Quinn this and Dan Quinn. I'm like, Dan Quinn been gone for 2 years. So why y'all keep talking about him? So if I'm Eberflus, I'm mad at that. 2, you just got Jadeveon Clowney who can potentially help you with a little bit more pass rush. We already know what the Bears tackles are. They say they're supposed to be easy money. That's what I'm hearing. So that's there. You see what Dak and the offense is starting to do. Him and Pickens is starting to pick up the chemistry. CD, at some point, Ferguson. I'm thinking about tight ends who actually dropped the ball.
Too much, man.
I said Dan Quinn. That's why. I said Ertz. It gets worse. But we're talking about Ferguson, right? So you see what the offense can do. You see you got somewhat of a run game now. You got to go out and show off. The Bears right now are playing with house money because they can go out there and just look like they looked the last 2 weeks and people are going to say, it's the Bears. But if the Cowboys go out there and look bad again on defense, Eberflus might be looking for a new job. That's all I'm saying. And it might be time to say something about him. So, again, coming off a team whose first half numbers look good, and I got some stats for you, Joe. I don't know if you was going to spill these stats, but I got some stats for you about Caleb Williams' drive numbers. In the first drive, almost 92% completion percentage, 2 total touchdowns, no interceptions. Any drive after that, 55, about 5.9, 2 touchdowns and maybe an interception. Other than that, you can sweep the Bears. So Cowboys, it's more of a must-win for you. Bears, it's just getting back on track if you know what track is.
Yeah, I'm kind of with y'all. It's not a must-win for the Bears. It's a must-improve for the Bears. Ben Johnson said that Caleb Williams had improved from week 1 to week 2, which I agree. When I watched week 1, Both games he held the ball long. Let's say that. I'm gonna start there. Both games he held the ball long. But game one, he was awful, throwing more than 10 yards. He was awful. Like his accuracy was off. Like after that first drive, it was awful. But he did give you them wild plays. He had a scramble out the pocket. He had a spin move on somebody. He looked nice, but his accuracy was terrible. And then week two, his accuracy wasn't as it wasn't good still, but it was better. At least you saw a rapport with Dunze. Him and Dunze clicked a lot in week two. You saw that. So you saw a little progress. That's what they got. Like Carl, I heard a lot of people high on the Bears. A lot of people high on the Bears.
Are you serious?
They're serious, right? A lot of people high on the Bears. A lot of people have them as a wild card team, though. A lot of people picked the Vikings or the Lions to win the division or the Packers. But people are high on the Bears because Ben Johnson. Remember in his press conference, I'm looking forward to beating the Lions and the Packers and the Vikings. Remember he said at the press conference, talking all this trash. So he kind of put a target on his back, you know. So and look at them now, looking terrible. But with the Cowboys, y'all gotta win this game, Tombo. Number one, this is like you said, it's your defensive coordinator homecoming. It's time for we gotta get them. Like you came on the show last week on Tuesday and said, "Man, y'all go back home into Detroit, and this what y'all do for Ben Johnson." You just said that, right? So, and I think you also said that it's Eberflus homecoming coming up, and y'all gotta do the same thing. He said, "I'm talking to the Cowboy fans." You even spoke to your fans and said, "Yo, we gotta show up in Chicago because y'all going to Chicago." So the defense, a lot of people got this going as a shootout. I mean, if this is a reverse game for Eberflus, it better be a shutout. Not a shootout, a shutout. Not 0 points, but it should be shutting them down. And then I also, Tomo, y'all play Philly well like you always do with that. So I'm not even going to look at that game. I'm not going to lie to you. That game is in the back pocket. You go against the New York Giants that you always beat on, and y'all use every second of overtime to beat them.
Every second.
And then if y'all lose to the Bears, Tombo, sound the alarms. Sound the alarms. Because after that, you got Green Bay. I'm going to tell you right now, you lose to Chicago, you're losing to Green Bay. I'm letting you know right now. All right? So this is a must win. Yeah, this is a must win for the Cowboys for sure. And yeah, not the Bears, but the Cowboys.
All right, before we move on, right, I just want to address one thing, right? Well, and I know it's a joke, but we got some Steeler topics. Don't worry about it.
We got a Cowboy on the panel.
Yeah, but we're gonna have some Steeler topics. Don't worry about it. No, we gonna get there. We gonna get not today, but we gonna have some fun. We got you.
Yeah, set me up for this.
Nah. I got him. I see what he's saying there.
They got the Patriots. The O-line, man, Javon. I don't know the O-line looking shaky. The Patriots D-line looking sweet, too.
So now, Joe, you know what that means. We just added another game to the docket of the weekend.
There it is.
Yeah, there you
got you, Javon.
Yeah. Now, Carl, you got anything else? Or you good? Joe,
I'm
you good?
No, that's it. Okay. All I had to say. I'm sorry, not sorry, Bears. Your season's cooked.
Hey, look. I ain't gonna say too much. I'm gonna say I think my defense don't even let me talk trash. Now I can brag on my offense every day now. Don't worry about it. I know I got you, Vaughn. I got you. But Commanders. Joe, what you gonna do, Joe? I just heard this game was sold out too. Fans is going crazy. Now it's been announced that Jayden Daniels will be out on Sunday. Officially, they said they ruled him out with a knee sprain that he suffered, in week 2 against the Green Bay Packers. The question now is, I don't think it was week 2, but hey, that's what the doc say. Will the Commanders survive without Jayden Daniels?
Yes. Where is it, Craig? Yes. 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 Yes, I can. But yes, we're going to survive without Jayden Daniels. So, first of all, I think I said this on the show last week. This is a different injury, but similar situation from last year when we played the Bears. Obviously, last year he had a rib injury. And I believe he should have sat out that game. But what he did, he still played. And then you can see in some of his passes that it was affecting him. That was the most outside of week 1 against the Bucs. That was the most inaccurate game I've seen him all year. And we won that game, by the way, right? But he was not accurate at all that game. So, but this game, then the Bears were cooking. They were 4-2. Caleb coming to town was a big storyline. So, JD5, I'm playing. But this game, no disrespect to the Raiders, it's the Raiders. The Raiders aren't a huge threat. Can they win this game? Yes, they can win this game. It's the NFL. But are they where the Bears were last year at this point? No. We just saw the Raiders last week. They look horrible. They offensive line look horrible. They got pressure all game, like we did too. They got pressure all game. Geno was bad. So it's no rush to put him out there. And Marcus Mariota, he played good with us. He only played one. Look, JD5 played one drive. And then Marcus Mariota came for the rest of the game against the Panthers, and he played in the second half against the Cowboys. Yeah, Tomo. Second half against the Cowboys, right? And here are his numbers in a game and a half. First of all, he's 2-0 when he played last year, 2-0 against the Panthers and Cowboys. 33 of 41, which is 80%. 4 touchdowns. One came when the game winner on DeRon Bland, by the way. If Tomo didn't remember, I had to remind him. 366 yards. 0 turnovers, 90 rushing yards, a rushing TD, and 136.4 QB rating. Man was balling last year. So, yeah, we going to be good. Second year in Cliff Kingsbury's system. Cliff said himself, having Marcus Mariota on the roster, we basically have 2 starting quarterbacks. That's what he said. So, and you don't have to change the system for Marcus Mariota. He has the same skill sets, not better, but same skill sets as Jayden Daniels. He's a run threat. So Carl knows, Mr. CTC in Oregon, right? Carl knows what's up. So,
hey, bro, chill, bro, because I seen it personally in school. We played Oregon. Yeah, we played Oregon.
Yeah, Carl knows personally. He saw it with his own 2 eyes. And he was probably amazed, too. Like, this man nice.
No, I wasn't amazed. I was pissed.
Oh, dang. I'm sorry. But
it's a natural feeling for him. Go ahead, Joe.
What is there? Don't get to doing that now, because I watched my team while I was at MSU make the college football playoffs.
Okay. Continue, Joe, before we go down this rabbit hole. See, that's what I'm saying, Joe. You gotta hurry up before you say something.
But yeah, we're gonna be straight. I believe we'll win. I think Jayden Daniels will be ready next week. I like the fact that also we had almost a week and a half to prepare for this team. We are fresh off a Thursday night game. Normally, when you're off of a Thursday night loss, you bounce back when you have great coaching. You bounce back for the next game. You have extra time to game plan, not just that, but you want to get that sour loss out of your mind. So I feel like we're going to come out striking. We're going to come out swinging, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right, before you go, Carl, shout out to BB Sports. He said he subbed to the channel.
That's good.
And he also dropped a question for us, too. We're going to add it to the docket. He said for the Bengals, they 2-0, but at what cost? So just wanted to shout him out because
he been dealing with that cost a little bit consistent.
Go ahead, Carl. The Commanders, can they survive without JD5?
Yes. Yes, and you know why? Because Geno, G3-0, which ironically stands for 3 interceptions. Geno. Yes, bro. They could survive without JD5. And Joe said a lot of it, to be honest. Especially the part I was going to touch on is the fact that they don't have to change up the offense for real with they don't have to change up the offense for real because the skill set. Marcus Mariota can do pretty much what Jayden Daniels could do. Now, don't make that seem like I'm saying at the same level, because that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is they have the same skill set. But anyway, I do think that's the case. I do think they have the key on to Max Crosby. That's going to be enemy number 1 for the Commanders offense because he is a big time play disruptor. We've seen him multiple times Monday night. But you get Max Crosby, I'm not going to say neutralize him, but slow him down, then, hey, you have a great chance with this offensive scoring. Now, another thing that's going to be key for the Commanders is if Terry McLaurin can get on track this week. He hasn't really been on track the first 2 weeks. Could it be because of the holdout? Possibly. But he's going to be huge this week for Marcus Mariota, not only to make plays, but for Mariota's confidence coming into this. As a backup, you want to go to your reliable guys. And I think that's going to be Zach Ertz, which is a tight end, so it's a security blanket, and your best receiver in Terry McLaurin. Also, last but not least, Bill is going to have a big game. when you have a backup, again, to open up the pass, you have to get the run going. And I don't think they tried to establish the run last week against the Packers at all, to be honest. So they're going to probably make it a point to start the run, try to establish the run this week against the Raiders. And again, run away from Max Crosby. But I also don't think the Raiders DBs are like that great. So I think the Commanders survive with Marcus Mariota.
Let's get it.
So when you say survive, it's just one game, right? Or is he gonna be out for 2 games?
No, it's just I took it as just this game.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell you that this is a game too. So with this game, I mean, when you got Chip Kelly coming out talking about load management for their rookie running back. That's what I'm saying. For your rookie running back, it's not like, he got years under his belt. He just got here. Yeah, I can survive this game, Joe. Yeah. Now, the question should have been, can your rookie right tackle survive without JD5? Because if Max Crosby lined up over there, you're going to have to do some chips. Y'all going to have to double team because it's going to be like, oh, it's time to eat. We going to get to Mariota, but he got the leg, so he going to have to maneuver too. I'm with you, Vaughn, on that one. We agree. I think this is going to be a big game for Debo as well because, again, you got Debo, you got Ertz, and now I'm talking about Ertz in the right context. Context, and I'm right. Then you got Terry. I think Terry probably worked a little bit more with Mariota in some of those offseason reps, because, as the backup, I'm going to say he probably got some of those reps there. He stayed a little bit later. He knows the offense, the scheme is really the same. Ain't nothing much to change. He probably just opened the playbook a little bit more. But he must be, that's going to be good.
That's why
I know, right?
That's Raider Vaughn.
He can respond, but hold up. I thought we were friends.
He wants to send a voice memo for real. But again, coming off a game against what some people say is one of the best teams in the NFC, you gotta find a way to bounce back from that one. Anyway, the defenses has to be there. And like I said, that load management comment from Chip Kelly says a lot about what's going to happen in this game. Because the question that you all had on your panel was, can you all stop the run? Will you all be able to stop the run this season? Going up against this rookie running back who was the sensation coming out of college. And right now the numbers are not looking like it so far. It's going to be very, very interesting just to see what the Raiders do in this game. Yes, I think you all can survive to answer the question. I just more so want to see what the Raiders are going to do against your offense and against your defense, because G3-0. That was a good one, Carl.
I put it in the chat. I ain't getting no response or nothing.
I ain't even see it. I'm bad.
Yeah.
But our run defense has been very good. Like really good. Kinlaw has been a big problem. And Deron Payne, though. Like Kinlaw has brought another version of Deron Payne, being next to another good DT. But our run defense has been really good. Like, we did a great job on Josh Jacobs. And we did an awesome job with the Giants. And the Raiders can't run the ball. They've been bad all year. And they barely give it. They don't get him into a rhythm. I feel like they give it to him probably 2 times in a row, and they abandon him for like 2 drives. Like, he barely sees sunlight. Well, yeah, you did say it, low management. So maybe this is the game they do come out and be more aggressive. I don't know, but Javon's right. Geno will test us. He don't care. He gonna throw that rock. He stay trying to squeeze stuff to tight windows. And it's been an emphasis in our locker room. We need turnovers. That's what they've been talking about. So this is a game to do it.
Definitely.
All right. Y'all better catch him when he throw him.
Hey, I like in the chat how Carl took a shot at Joe Burrow, and then Javon took a shot at the Ravens, and then BB Sports agreed with Javon. You must be a Raiders fan. Nah, bro. I hate your team too.
Hey, BB Sports, click the link, become a member, because then we'll have a complete AFC North.
And that is true. We don't have a bad
We'll have a complete AFC North at this point, because we got
to have a Brown at the end of the season.
I mean,
go to the description and scroll down, and you will see become a member, R2L member. Click on that link.
Oh man, him and Chris, that's gonna be magic. That's gonna be gold. I can't wait to see what he has to say. Call that man Rex. All right, I'll let him do his homework. Let's move forward with the next one, man. Talking about quarterbacks and how they've been playing. They going at it right now. New coach, man. New year. Who is? Justin Herbert. They say he been balling out. They say he in the MVP conversation. There's a lot of quarterbacks that's in that MVP conversation going into week 3. I mean, we got Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Dak Prescott. That's just a few names to throw out there just because of the stats and how they've been balling out. But with the win, will Herbert be the MVP front runner? And Joe said at the start of the show that this is your guy. I ain't gonna do that to my HOA brother.
I was about to say, ho, brother, ho. We supposed to be a
Only-
part of the
only in college.
same committee.
Only in college, man. Only in college. With the win versus Denver, will Herbert be the MVP front runner?
I told y'all in the regular season, if the Chargers get some wins and Herbert looks good, he's going to win MVP. I tried to warn y'all. So the answer is yes. 3 straight divisional wins. Y'all see they barely ran the ball against the Raiders. They ain't want to run the ball. I know Jay Herbert didn't have that many pass attempts, but they ain't had that many rushing attempts. Yes. The answer is yes. Now, the reasoning for why I said that, some might disagree with, but the answer is yes. And I'm not going to further expand on why, but the answer is yes.
Why not?
Because, nah, chill. Become a member.
I like that. You want more details, become a member. That would be 3 straight divisional wins. I mean, out of this division, some would say the Raiders are the lesser of the 4 teams in this division, but you go up against this
Chiefs and the Broncos.
That's what I'm saying. You beat them 2 teams. I mean, we already see. Well, it's just like the Eagles got the Chiefs number at this point. We can't even just say, well, you see what the Eagles did to them. The Eagles just been handing them L's every time they show up. But you beat the Broncos. You add that to your resume. I told you, man, we need to have that conversation, Joe. I mean, I know Dave somewhere saying it, and I know he missed his coach. I know he mad they ran him out of town, but I think Harbaugh might be the better of the 2 brothers.
Hey, look, I don't disagree. I don't.
He came in and changed the whole. Go ahead.
The other brother, my coach, is 3-0.
Yeah.
The lights went out.
It don't matter, but we can go to another game. We can go the same season, the regular season.
You beat him on like Thanksgiving or something like that?
Yeah, my coach is undefeated against his brother.
And when y'all won the Super Bowl, the teams were kind of evenly matched. Like, they had a really good team over there in 49ers. And Kaepernick was cooking in the playoffs.
Right. Yep. And if it wasn't for the lights going out, it might have been a blowout.
Yeah, because they were up. I don't get why people diss the Ravens when the lights went out, when the Ravens were winning.
We were up 28-3. The lights literally brought them back.
Hey.
I never understood it either. They're like, oh, the lights ain't go out. Then yes, the Super Bowl would have been boring, and I'd have been celebrating by the end of the 3rd quarter.
Shout out to the Buccaneers.
But that right there goes right. But that goes back to coaching again, where he found a way to get his team back in it, and he just changes programs. I mean, you can say what you want to say about what happened at Michigan.
I was about to say, unless he cut the lights off at that stadium, I don't know what about coaching allowed him to come back.
He might have flipped the lights. He might have. You never know. There was a lot going on. Beyonce performed,
and it's crazy how he did what he did at Michigan, and then as soon as he left, all these violations pop up, more suspensions pop up. But go ahead.
And a super chat pop up.
Okay.
Where's that?
I got you.
All right.
For what? This man spent $5 to say something ridiculous. Shout out to you though.
You want to read it or you good?
I could do it. Man sent $5. Shout out Javon. Steelers fan, so he going to say something ridiculous. Carl a hater because his savior Lamar won't win MVP, so when they fold in the playoffs, he can't fall back on nothing. I mean, I don't know what I need to fall back on. Oh, hashtag I did like read right over that. That wasn't on purpose. Like I didn't purposely not read that. I just forgot to read it. But
shout out to Javon.
Okay.
Shout out to Javon.
If you say so.
But yeah, let me close my statement right, my monologue right quick. So basically, if you go 3-0 and depending upon how he's been playing so far, he add more stats to this already. I think he got 5 touchdowns right now, no interceptions. They say the passer rating is through the roof right now, so he completing over like 73% of his passes. You got to say he's the front runner, especially going up against this Broncos defense, in which I've been hearing it all season that it's a no-fly zone. And if they go out there and just start tossing the ball all over the field and then get a couple runs in here and there and they end up beating the Broncos, I ain't throwing those. They blow the Broncos out. I ain't gonna throw no numbers out there. But if they beat them in like almost cuss, I gotta take a nap in a crazy fashion. You got to put Herbert up there. And the world, going back to what Carl said, the world love him already. They just been waiting for this moment to say, "I told you so." So they trying to get there. They trying to play that track, Joe. So we gonna see what happens.
Hold on, I want to say one more thing. I mean, the
I'll pay the
Broncos
slander the Ravens anyway.
I mean, that's fine. I guess that's literally rent free or paying rent, I guess. But anyway, I was gonna say that. I mean, it ain't look like a no-fly zone against Daniel Jones.
I know. I mean, and that's just that. Even Cam Ward looked pretty decent. This receivers can't catch the ball.
Exactly, really did. I mean, they should have went on a game time drive, dropped 2 easy completions on 2nd and 3rd down. But I mean, I'm just saying that no-fly zone might have got overrated a little, but it's early. It's early.
It is. It's early, but it's early, and he will be the early front runner if they beat the Broncos. But he has to keep up with his pace on how he's playing right now. He's like, I know Tomo said some of the stats. He averaging 280 yards per game, which is 3rd in the NFL. 5 passing touchdowns, which is tied for 3rd. Josh Allen just played, so he's in 1st, I think. 0 turnovers, 127 QB rating, which is 3rd. Sorry, it was 2nd behind Lamar Jackson. So Lamar got like 140 something QB rating, I think. It's something crazy.
He leading, yeah, it's like 142 or something like that.
You know, right? But
running back.
Do you know Lamar Jackson is number 1 all time in QB rating?
Yep.
It's crazy. Number 1 all time in QB
percentage too, right?
You said what?
He's up there. He's like top 4.
I don't think he's number 1 in win percentage.
I said he's up there.
He's 2nd. He's 2nd with active, which is he's behind Mahomes.
I was about to say maybe.
Yeah, it's like Starback is his name.
Roger Staubach.
Yeah, and Mahomes and Smart and him, I think. You know, but Herbert, man, he balling against the Chiefs. He had a game-stealing run. Sorry, it was like a 20-yard run for real. I gotta give it to him. But they did try to give him MVP on what, Carl? Against the Ravens, they were up. They could have easily just ran the ball and closed the game, but instead they did a quarterback like fake to the running back. He kept a quarterback keeper. Like, what y'all doing? They're trying to get Justin Herbert hurt. He ended up fumbling. He ended up recovering it. But it's like, dog, they were trying hard. They were up literally the whole game. Justin Herbert threw the ball 27 times, and he ran the ball 9 times. Najee Harris had 8 carries. Hampton had 8 carries the whole game, and they were up the whole game. And they had so many drives that stalled out because they were just throwing the ball. I did not understand that. They could have just handed the ball off. They never got their running backs in rhythm. And the Raiders could not do nothing on offense. Literally, Geno, I don't think he completed a pass all game past 10 yards. It was crazy. 10 yards of air distance. So, but Justin Herbert is playing well. Like Carl said, if he wins against the Broncos, he will literally sweep the division when they first time playing. He'll be 3-0 in the division. The only team in the NFL that will be 3-0 in a division. He'll be one of the undefeated teams. Do they play at home or they play in Denver?
I ain't looking. And if y'all see me making faces, it's because Oklahoma State and Tulsa's on, and Tulsa just scored 7-3.
They at home, right?
No, they play. Yeah, the Chargers, they at home.
Okay, this they real legit first home game. They played in Brazil the first game. Then they play in
that was in Vegas.
Yeah, they played in Vegas, and now they about to play their real first home game. So shout out to Justin Herbert. He is balling. I'm not gonna lie, he's looking better. Your old offensive coordinator, Carl, is actually like opening up the playbook for Herbert more this year, like he did last year. Last year they were very conservative with running the ball. Now they're throwing the ball a lot more. So, and the defense is lights out. That's actually helping them because they also number 1 is points allowed again this year. They just been crazy, and I feel like to win MVP, you gotta win games, right? And part of them winning these games is a defense. I get a defense some props. But Herbert is doing his job, though. So, yeah, I think he should be the front runner. Not for narrative reasons. He actually earns it right now, I feel like.
I say he is doing a great job this year. I can't hate on that. But the Chargers, like you said, are enforcing it.
Yeah. It's only 3 games.
Yeah. And he is very lucky that Geno showed up to play for the Chargers. Because that offense did get very stagnant.
He didn't have no. He got pressure all game. He was getting frustrated too. He was getting frustrated.
I mean, he came out the gate and threw a pick first play. And it was a tip pick, but I mean, Gilman just didn't catch it.
No,
Davion Henley caught it.
That was crazy. That was crazy. He was
And
throwing in tight windows.
Yeah, shout out BB Sports, man. We all hate the Steelers.
Okay, go Patriots. That's the you. They pay the Steelers.
Hey, that's crazy, man. Bro, all the Steelers haters out, man.
No, he asked it in the comments. He said, "Can we all agree we hate the Steelers more than Cincy?"
No, I'm talking about the Patriots here too. So it's like another team going against the Steelers.
I feel you. I feel it.
That's normally the Commander's second team anyway, so it makes sense.
I don't hate no team for real, except for teams in my division. That's serious. Like outside of that, I don't really dislike teams.
I do.
I dislike players.
You got a player you don't like?
I mean, I can't hail him now. It was Jordan Love leading up to our game, but they beat us. So I got, even though he missed like 5 dudes wide open, but it's like I feel like dudes be getting hyped.
It's still there. He trying to talk himself out of it. It's still there because he threw that shot so easy.
It's okay, man. When you come over to the dark side, life gonna be so much
better. He missed Matthew Golden wide open for a touchdown, and he also missed was it Reed wide open for a touchdown.
He got Reed.
When Amos tipped it, like that was a touchdown, bro.
Oh yeah, he shorted it. Yup.
Yeah.
Hey,
but anyway,
he got his highlight though when he did the running play. I mean, when quarterbacks run, sometimes it can make a difference in the game, or sometimes it can make defenders upset in the game. Our next topic rolls right into one of the teams that make the whole league upset. So the Rams and the Eagles play, and the one play that has been driving the narrative for the last 2 weeks. I don't understand it because everyone's mad at it, but you didn't tell your owners to go in and vote to get rid of it. So now you got to deal with it. I just don't get it.
Thanks a lot, Carl.
Wait, why me?
Because y'all didn't vote against it.
We use it. We just don't use it with our quarterback.
Y'all use it with Mark Andrews, like
Hey, we still use it, bro. And I don't even hate the touch push. I just hate they don't call a false start.
And officials have come out and said they're going to start calling it even more. And this is one of the games where fans and players are looking to see if they're actually going to live up to it. Eagles players and fans are fed up with the push to talk. Eagle fans, some are going back and forth because they don't like what how the offense is looking in these last 2 weeks. Many of people are coming out and criticizing Jalen Hurts of his gameplay. You all seen the viral video go out where Chris Jones was saying, "You need to throw for 100 yards." And then Jalen said, "Man, we won the game. We ain't trying to hear all that." So coming up against a team that they have been somewhat, I ain't even going to say somewhat, Jalen Carter's favorite team, these Los Angeles Rams, with this playoff rematch, the question poses, if the Eagles offense struggles one more week, do they have an OC problem or do they have a QB problem? I don't even know where to start, but I'm going to say this. On the NFC East panel, throughout the midst of the chaos that happened in the panel, as I was talking to AJ, I told him, I was like, you all have a new offensive coordinator yet again. And it normally takes your team about 2, maybe 5 weeks before you all can get in your ebbs and flows of how the offense is actually going to look. But then the first reply I heard was, well, Kevin Patulio has been around the Eagles since Nick got there. So he's kind of like basically been groomed for the position. This is his moment. Nick gave him the job because, again, I think that's his friend. Again, I don't care if you correct me in the comments. I'm just going off of what I heard. I'm piecing it together. If I'm wrong, I'll say I'm wrong next week. But he's been around. So he knows the players. He knows the offense. I'm not going to fault Jalen too much for the gameplay because Jalen he's one of those, I'm going to take what you give me quarterbacks anyway. So whatever the defense is giving me, that's what I'm going to do. If you all want to check all my wide receivers and you want to leave the field open for 30 yards, I'm going to run for 25 of those yards and probably slide. Or I might just get the full 30 and go out of bounds. That's just what Jalen is going to do. Some people are looking at the offensive coordinator saying he's not even calling plays to get people open. He's really just calling. It's not even like he's just calling plays just to be calling them. Like, all right, scat 32 on 3. and they got to go out there and make it happen. When you got Saquon Barkley, you got AJ Brown, you got Dallas Goddard, however you want to pronounce it, Devontae Smith, and one of the best offensive lines in football. When your quarterback can stand back there for 6 seconds and look at a zone, say they in cover 4, tell your receivers to move around, people are starting to look and say, why isn't Jalen throwing the ball? But then some people are looking at it at all 22 and saying, why is he calling these plays? Because when they had Shane Steichen in 2022, points per game, they were 3rd in the NFL. Total yards per game, they were 3rd in the NFL. Rushing yards, and this is the complete season, so I can't really judge them too much off of 2 weeks, but 5th in the NFL. Passing yards, 9th in the NFL, and they had 2,000-yard receivers. That's with Shane. We go to Brian Johnson, the guy that they ready to fight him. But points per game, 7th. Total yards per game, 8th. Passing yards, they kind of went down a little bit, but he was 16th. They sure ain't where they at in these last 2 games. Because I don't even think he threw over. I don't even know how many yards the boy got. But I'll read that in a second. Rushing yards, 8th. So they always been a top 10 rushing team. They always been top 10 in points per game. They always been top 10 in total yards per game. I'm going to have to read Kellen Moore because I don't want them to kill me. So even with Kellen Moore, 7th in points per game, 8th, again, top 10, 8th in total yards. Passing yards, they dropped down to 29th. Shocker. Complete shocker, but they won the Super Bowl. Rushing yards, they had Saquon, so of course they're going to be 2nd. So the passing yards go down and your rushing yards, you go up to 2nd. I'm not mad at it because you got Saquon Barkley. Still shocked that Kellen ain't throw the ball as much. Now, if you look at where they're at now with Kev, not our Kev Patulio, 29th in total yards per game, 31st in passing yards. So they only dropped down a few more. So he didn't fall too much off from the Kellen so far. And if we go to points per game, they're tied for 16th. Rushing yards, they're still top 10 because the Eagles are just a good rushing team. They have a good offensive line. So a lot of people are saying, my answer to the question is if they struggle on Sunday, they definitely have an offensive coordinator problem. If they struggle one more week and Jalen Hurts just looks bad, then I'll say it's a QB. But for right now, I'm saying it's the offensive coordinator.
Based on the footage, the all 22s, it's the offensive coordinator. It is. And especially because I watched the whole Chiefs game. I watched the whole Cowboys game. Now, am I saying like nothing was there every time? No, I'm not saying that. But Hurts is playing it safe. Hurts got a team where the defense is playing well. They got Saquon Barkley. Now, Saquon Barkley on the 2,000 pace? No. But the threat of Saquon Barkley. And he's like, yo, we got the lead. There's no reason for me to put ball in harm's way. So why do that? Why would I throw the ball in a tight window and risk an interception when we have the lead and our defense is playing well? So that's what's going on right now. But his numbers are pathetic, though. I mean, the man is 31st in passing yards, 28th in passing attempts. So there, right? You know what's funny? He got 45 passing attempts. Lamar got 48. Lamar got 434 yards. Hurts got 253. That's crazy. That's a huge difference. They only got the same amount of passing attempts. And he actually got more completions than Lamar. He got one more completion than Lamar. That's crazy. And Lamar not a good passer, they say. But that's that. And
Eagles fans say he better than Lamar. Not in our chat.
Oh, okay. I'm about to say the ones in the chat, they know. One of them got him number 1 in the league. Eagles
Twitter.
fans.
A lot of Twitter Eagles fans.
Who got him number 1?
Cav got
what?
Lamar.
Lamar. Oh, I thought you were saying Hurts. I'm like, no, they don't. They don't believe in Hurts.
So, like, he's 29th in air yards, 34th in 10 yards plus passing. Tyrod Taylor is a slot right behind him, right? So he's not passing the ball well. But this was the case not last year. This was the case second half of the year. But like I said, they're playing with the lead. He's being very conservative. I would love to see them in a situation where they're not playing with the lead. Then we will see Hurts play more aggressive, you know? So, but right now, I'm not going to say it's Hurts because he's not missing dudes wide open from what I saw, you know, from the all 22. So it's a coordinator. Got to draw some better stuff.
I mean, my answer is clearly the OC. I mean, when you move on from another OC another year, things like this going to happen. I understand Jalen's a vet, but I mean, you can't overcome 4 OCs in 4 years. Kellen, Shane, Brian Johnson, and now Kevin. Yep. So it's tough to overcome that. I will say this though. What Joe said is correct, and we almost got to see that if Kelsey would have caught the ball. We would have seen Philly have to play from behind to let's see if this OC really can dial it up or if it's Jalen. But I think it's OC. And I want to say this too as well, Tomo. You owe Philly fans an apology. You were slandering Kellen Moore all last year.
I apologize already.
Oh, my bad. Then, hey, forget what I said. But Kellen Moore looking heaven sent more and more as we go on through the season. Because a lot of people were saying, I'm sorry, Tom, I got to do it, bro. A lot of people saying, you got Saquon. It can't be that hard to call plays. And it's looking tough for Philly right now. So, yeah, I think it's an OC problem for sure. And I heard Joe say if he doesn't like 2 weeks from now, it might be a QB problem. I think it's an OC problem no matter what. If Jalen has a terrible if Jalen has a terrible year statistically, and I know he didn't have the greatest in terms of numbers, but like if he has a bad year,
Jerry, clip his internet.
Wait,
me? You froze up for a second.
Oh, I didn't even peep, but but yeah, if he has a bad year statistically and it doesn't look great, it's clearly the OC because it didn't look bad last year. A lot of people, like I said, statistically said it looked mid, but it didn't look bad last year. And then Brian Johnson was the issue that got him up out of here. And then Shane Steichen, it didn't look bad under Shane. So it's the OC problem 100%.
It's funny because when you brought up Kellen Moore, and then you was like, he haven't sent, and Tom was like, you look like Mitch on Taylor Ford in the car. He was crying.
No, for real.
Right, I have to say it, bro. It looks a lot different.
All I'm going to say is, look, man, I told them that Kellen was a good offensive coordinator. All I said was it's going to be the moments where you want him to do the right thing, he going to fail you. It just so happened that when he got to Philly, Nick said, we not having that.
He did it one time.
He had one.
I don't know. No, I'm not putting that on him.
Against the Falcons.
Catch the ball.
You're right, but why even do that?
Catch the ball, bro. I don't care. I put you in the
that's my one moment. I don't care what you say, Carl. I
put you in a position to succeed, and you drop the ball.
Oh, man, we all know exactly what I was about to say.
I know exactly where you were going with that. I'm not putting that on. I didn't put it on Kellen Moore at the time. I'm not doing it now.
I did, and I will. I'm only saving grace. I don't.
I feel you.
Now, Saquon should have called that.
He should have, but hey, they found a way to make it to the Super Bowl, and Kellen did what he did.
He cooked too. I'm not gonna lie, like watching the plays that Kellen Moore dialed up versus this OC. Kellen Moore was cooking, bro. Kellen Moore was cooking. I'm not gonna lie, like when I see something, I'm like, dang.
So look, it came out prior to that season, and we got to move on. But it came out prior to the season. What's his name, man? The cornerback. Oh, Slay. When he was doing his podcast, he said Kellen came in and said Kellen making my boy. He turned my boy into a quarterback. And I sent it to the group, right? And I was like, I told y'all, bro, he gonna make him have to make these checks at the line. Like everything that Dak do now, I say it's because he worked closer with Kellen. Like that's why I say Kellen's a good offensive coordinator. He just failed me at times. So I got to go off of the scoreness. I can't give you too much.
Respect.
I didn't want him to win the Super Bowl, but Jalen did become a better quarterback. He threw the ball better. However, with this offensive coordinator, it seems like he's regressing him. And coming with a team coming off the Super Bowl where you didn't lose as many players, you lost a lot of vets, but that's due to retirement, someone to other teams. You still got your main pieces there. So it shouldn't look as stagnant as it does at times. This offense looks like it's quicksand. And it's like AJ Brown can go get it. Like he's open. That's your guy. I got the chemistry. So what is he calling to make you not even look his way?
And that's the crazy thing. They're not even sending AJ deep for real. They sending him on like 5-7 yard routes. Like,
yeah, they are.
He calling up Kellen playbook. He calling the comeback routes that I was looking for with Kellen.
I'm sorry, I was just took a kick return to the crib.
So it's like a complete reverse.
And then everybody be on top of that slant. That quick slant be doing, bro.
They passing people off and everything. Like it's getting ugly.
Like he caught one quick slant. It was remember he had throw it high. He caught it on one hand.
Yeah, it was on the ground.
It was on the grass. Okay.
He was like falling on the ground. I'm pretty sure he was on the ground when he caught that.
I'm telling you, bro.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be incomplete.
Then you on top of that 30 slant, bro. Like, I mean, when y'all played them, y'all had somebody on the outside, on the inside, every time that slant came, I was like, dang.
And then the one play he threw to Devontae, where I think they blitzed. It was kind of, I think he called that. He was like, bro, just go up and I'm gonna just throw it. I don't care what's happening. I'm gonna just throw it up.
They did that twice. They did it earlier in the game and it was incomplete. Yeah, it was incomplete. And then late game, he threw it up and Devontae came down with it.
Literally, the first one to Devontae, he came down on his back, but he came up in the clutch.
Yeah, I'm sorry. That was trash.
That sounded like one of his quotes.
I like that quote.
So
that's one of his quotes for real?
Yes.
He said that. They asked him about his back.
I can't say the word, but that's old face blank.
He said he came out, but he stuttered too. He said he came out on his back and he came up in the clutch. He stuttered when he said it. Like,
yeah, that was so face blank.
Like he prepared that. Like, he was ready to say it and he messed it up. But it was dope. I like the quote.
There's like 5 NFL players I actually want to sit down and just have a random conversation with, like in the airport. Like, one is Brandon Graham. One. That's one. That's number one on my list. You retired now, so Brandon Graham, if this reaches you somewhere, we need to have a conversation. 2, Jalen Hurts, bro. Can I see your notepad? Like, where's the quotes coming from, bro? Like, it's crazy.
That was on the top. I mean, because there's no way he could have prepared for Devontae to get hurt.
You got to be in a certain mode to have these quotes geared up, though. Like, that's crazy.
Yeah, when he said that, I was like, okay, Hurts.
Yeah, the other one is Dak Prescott. Like, I want to see him in an airport after a Cowboys playoff game, depending upon how it go.
Dak sound like a daggone politician on the podium, bro.
They both sound. I never thought I would meet somebody that sound like out Dak in interviews, and Jalen Hurts does it.
Hurts sound like that's how he is. Like Hurts be like, I ain't trying to be here for real. I'm gonna talk to y'all. That's how he sound. Dak be like, we play well, and I gotta talk to the coach, and I be like, bro, like he doing his job. You gotta talk to the media, right? But he's like a politician, bro.
He never give you the wrong answer outside of that poor honey. Outside of that poor honey on me, I was like, I don't know who this guy is.
I forgot about that.
Bro, he went so far left, and now he got beat so bad after that game. I said, see, just go back to just go back on track, bro. Just go back to the records where you like good team. We go out to win. That's it. All that poor honey on me. Just leave stuff like that in the locker room, bro. Because the 49ers poured honey on you and sucked bees on you too. You got stung that game. What? He got stung. Oh my goodness. All right. Who needs to win more? 49ers or the Cardinals?
You just jump right into it after that, huh?
Got to, bro. You got to keep it pushing, man. We're live.
All right. So am I about to answer this? Because y'all know I don't play the pause game and all that. So I can just
hey, man, who needs this game more, the 49ers or the Cardinals? I mean, we seen the Cardinals. They've been balling. We seen the 49ers. They've been running away from the emergency ward. So who needs this game more?
See, and that's why
that was a bar.
For me to make a decision. I don't have a decision in this. Because, look, like you said, the 49ers, easier schedule, but the injuries are piling up.
Mm-hmm.
While the Cardinals, that schedule's tough coming up. Yeah. So you want to take advantage of this situation. Yeah. So I'm going to say the Cardinals because they have the tougher schedule. And like I said, you want to take advantage of the fact that Brock Purdy is looking like he's not playing.
He's not playing.
Yeah, but then like you got to go for – that's why I'm saying I'll juggle with this in my mind all day because the 49ers need this because Brock Purdy isn't playing, so you have to stack wins while Purdy isn't there. But I'm going to go Cardinals because I think the 49ers can overcome with the weaker schedule while the Cardinals have the harder schedule. So I'm going to go with the Cardinals.
Go ahead, Joe.
Yeah, just like you said, Carl, look at the Cardinals schedule. They play a lot of teams. A lot of the undefeated 2-0 teams, they play. They also play some other tough teams that's not 2-0. And on top of that, you are playing a backup quarterback. You have to get this dub. You have to get that dub, number one. Going into this gauntlet schedule you're going to have in a couple of weeks, you can't have this loss to a backup quarterback. Number 3, this will be your first 3-0 start since 2001. You want to get back to those winning ways. And then you haven't won the NFC West since 2015. This is a year for them to do it for real. But the 49ers being banged up, the Seahawks being who they are, right? And the Rams is there, but the Cardinals got a decent team. I like the defense. The defense been playing well. Will Johnson had a really nice interception that they had to call back because of a holding penalty on another DB. All right, but they got a good. They got a nice defense. They got one of the best O-lines in the league. Kyler Murray said coming into week 1, said this is the best O-line I've been part of. And if they could be able to protect Kyler Murray is a very talented quarterback.
Yep.
He just can't stay healthy. The Cardinals, I feel like, always start the season off good, and they fall off a cliff every second half of the year because they can't stay healthy. But they could protect Kyler Murray and he can stay healthy. They can have a chance to win the division this year. I know the Rams are there, but they can have a shot, though. So I would say the Cardinals because the 49ers been there, done that. I can see the 49ers bounce back factor being greater than the Cardinals bounce back factor. So I'm going to say the Cardinals.
I think we all agree clear cut across the board as far as the Cardinals need to maintain the momentum that they got right now. Because coming off of, if they win this one, then they got the Seahawks next week, right? And we're talking about the schedule. Again, things will get better for the 49ers as players get healthier. They already got one win in the division. Like, you don't want to go down 0-2 in the division. But again, if you could do it early and get it out the way, imagine if the Cardinals lose this game. Then they lose next week. So now you're 0-2 in the division versus a team who's going to be 1-1. So you definitely need to gain some momentum there and attraction of just seeing that your team is going in the right direction, especially before October. I mean, the jokes just going to write themselves. If you don't know, then go get you a gaming system. But outside of that, I like what the Cardinals are doing right now. I like the defense. And we'll wait to bounce back from that bad season you had last year with your coach. Show that the program is going in the right direction. Granted, you are going up against a beat-up 49ers team, so it's kind of going to be one of those things where you don't want to beat a guy while he's down. As a Cowboy fan, I wish we was playing this 49er team. Granted, our defense ain't the best either, so their quarterback might cook, so we'll see. But, yeah, no, if you're the Cardinals, you need this win way more than the 49ers.
The 49ers defense is playing good, though.
Yeah,
I would say that.
They
still got Fred.
Game winning interception for what, week 1 against the Seahawks.
Yeah. And the game winning touchdown against the Seahawks with Kittle. That was crazy.
Hey, look,
that wasn't Kittle.
Who was it?
It was like a third string tight end who never scored before, something like that.
Okay,
I can't remember his name.
It wasn't tight end, though. Okay.
Yeah, he mossed the mess out of Tariq
Woolen.
Yeah,
that was crazy. It was over one or two dudes. One dude.
It was Tariq Woolen.
Oh yeah, dang, bro. He
mossed the mess out of Tariq Woolen.
I think Kyle Shanahan needs this win more than anything, going off of the reel that you put up, Joe. It's my man aging. My man aging. My man aging like bad peaches. Like it's ripe over there.
Yeah, that man looked night and day. I told you, bro, that picture, man, he looked like dog. I don't know how many years he's been a head coach.
You might need to do that for Mike McDaniel too, because he
about 7-8, I think, with the 49ers.
Yeah. How many times?
Yeah, Mike McDaniel he would look all, his hair was all slick. He looked all nice, and now he just be looking. Mike McDaniel can feel the pressure. You can just see
that
it.
Hate to see Mike McDaniel coming.
Bruh, more than that, but I'm with you though. It's getting ugly in Miami.
I actually like Mike McDaniel though. I think he get killed too much.
Me too.
Too much. You know, do I think guys like Jalen Ramsey he didn't have control of? Yeah, but they got rid of him. They traded him. And then Tyreek was an issue, but you can see Tyreek trying to win, man. You can see him on the sideline. He be like, let's go.
Honestly, I don't know what the GM waiting for. I'm making a call. If I can get some picks from somebody, I mean, the Chiefs want to make the phone call, he can go back.
Man.
No, get Tyreek. Get rid of Tua.
Look, man.
Who taking that?
I don't think nobody gonna take Tua, but you can.
Man, I'm sorry, Tua. Take a seat. Quinn Ewers, come up.
Then he get paid. I know. I'm the one that said they need to move him from Tua, but like they paid him.
Yeah, they paid him. He can't get rid of
him.
Oh, you know who can? Well, they ain't got no money. I say the Bengals need a quarterback,
but they're not taking a high contract like that for.
They don't care about
Burrow come back.
The Bengals.
They not doing that. That'd be fine.
The Bengals will get Shador. I'm like, bro. J-Mo told me they should get Shador.
I also saw multiple people saying that, and as the Shador fan, I'm like, bro, I would hate to see it, but because I got to see it. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, I think it's a great move, but I'm a Ravens fan. I don't want to see that. Yeah, no, I just don't want to see it as a Ravens fan.
And then, like, the type of offense Mike McDaniel
the Dolphins getting Shador?
No, he was saying the Bengals should get Shador.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the Dolphins.
No, the Bengals, and then J-Mo said the Dolphins. The Bengals. Shador don't want to go to the Bengals, bro, and play behind Joe Burrow.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, bro. Like, he's trying to play.
I thought you were saying because I haven't seen nobody saying the Dolphins should go to the I thought you were saying that
last year.
yeah, I thought you were saying the Bengals should go get Shador.
I said that first, like that's what people were saying, but the Bengals should try to get Marcus Mariota sitting right there, but I don't think we're gonna trade him though.
Nah, I wouldn't. If I'm y'all, I'm not trading him.
Y'all
gotta
we
get
trade Josh Johnson though.
Why?
Why we would trade him, or
why would anybody trade for Josh Johnson?
Not for Tyreek, but
oh, you mean for Tyreek? That's you saying.
I'm just saying in general. I think they go. The Miami lose 2 more games. It's a fire sale down there. Everybody going.
Yeah, they might as well move on.
It ain't even just the coach. Everybody got to go. They might as well do what the Bears did. Just start getting rid of players and then finding ways to rebuild with some picks.
Well, you can't get rid of Tua. Tua's problem is he can't improvise. Right?
That's where the league going though, Joe.
Exactly, which is crazy. Don't get me wrong. A few times they hit him with a cornerback blitz last night, and he avoided that blitz and rolled to the right and completed pass. He did that a couple of times when they rushed him and he used his legs. But that's not his game. Every time he run, you holding your breath. But when he ran for that first down, he slid. I know y'all were worried. I was worried for that man when he slid for that first down.
Hold on, Devon said it, man. That's funny. You said Tua told you that, like, bruh. He said on some of them deep passes, you got to slow down. Like, come on, bruh. I'm sorry, Joe. You got to go.
That was crazy.
You got to go.
That's crazy. All right, let me get my last words in. Great show, fellas. 6 topics. Down the drain like that. Let's go. Went through them. All right, went through them like diarrhea. But
whoa. Go ahead, Joe. That's what you were saying.
But great show, fellas. Shout out to the whole Refuse to Lose R2L community. For those who watching in the chat, make sure y'all scroll in the description section, click where it says become a R2L member. We have an Instagram chat for every sport, and it's conversations going on constantly. Every time I go on Instagram, the thing say +9. Is it +9? It says whatever it says. No, basically, it's full. Like you gotta click on it to see how many messages it is, and then it take a long time to load up. It's a lot going on. +4, like Carl said. So as I'm going on Instagram, the chats are playing musical chairs right now. So it's popping every single day, and we got a VIP chat, right? So make sure you click the link in the description, become a member. Let us know you became a member through @Refuse to Lose Sports on Instagram, and we will add you to whatever chat you want to be a part of. And to my Commanders, man, let's go get this dub. We need this victory. I am not taking the Raiders lightly. I'm not going to come out and say, oh, we going to win this game. You never know. It's NFL. We playing with our backup quarterback. Maybe Marcus Mariota come out and throw a few picks. I don't know what's going to happen. But based on the data I have, we should win this game. And our defense better respond after what happened against Green Bay. And like Carl said, I feel like we're going to establish the run more because Bill only ran the ball 7 times, I believe, against Green Bay, which is horrific. No, he ran the ball 5 times. And I think ran the ball 7 times. So we barely ran the ball against them. Also, Eckler's out for the year, so Bill is the number 1 running back. And to my fantasy team on the R2L fantasy, tough loss. Lost by a couple points. Shout out to Anthony Genti. He beat us with 12 points. Shout out to coach with the running back stats because that's
the only reason, right?
Yeah, the running back carries wasn't there, I would have won, but it's all good.
I told y'all that rule is so crazy.
I was like, that could be the only. I looked at his numbers just now. I'm like, he beat you with 12 points,
bro. But I'm not complaining because I got Josh Jacobs, I got Derrick Henry, so I ain't run it up. But Derrick Henry only gave me 7 points because the Browns shut him down. I mean yards, 25 yards, 23 yards they had.
No, I know he fumbled again though. You better stop that.
But y'all recovered it though, right?
Yeah, you still fumbled.
Yeah, that was crazy. So come on, fantasy team, let's pick it up. Let's get a dub this week. Let's go.
So what's your record right now, Joe? You 1-1?
1-1. Yeah, 1-1.
The 1-1 club.
I beat the brakes off my last opponent last week. Forgot who it was, how bad I beat him.
Go ahead, Carl. CTC.
First of all, as always, thank y'all for having me on the show. It's fun. Definitely a fun show for sure. Loaded show, bunch of topics. Secondly, my Tigers are choking. It is pissing me off. We went from number 1 in baseball to number 1 in the American League to now 3rd in the American League and about to blow the division to the Guardians. What is going on right now? Something needs to change in Detroit. I'm getting sick of this. I'm pissed off. Why are we doing this? I have no idea. But yeah, I'm about to cancel Christmas. Thank God college football is here. But anyway, Michigan State plays USC. Me and Teddy has $10 on the game. 11 o'clock at night. Thank you because the game's at USC.
This the game y'all was talking about in the chat, right?
Yeah, this Saturday. It's tomorrow at 11 o'clock at night. Yeah, so shoot.
Okay,
I'm gonna be out.
I'll be locked in the chat.
Hey, be ready to be locked in till 2 a.m. First of all,
Friday night.
Here goes Tigers going Tiger. What? The Braves are eliminated from the playoffs, sir.
Oh, he came out the cut.
Exactly, bro. You're eliminated from the playoffs. Get out of here. Anyway, lastly, Ravens, Lions. Ravens, Lions. Oh, y'all been eliminated. Y'all ain't even touched 500 all year.
Yeah, bro. We like 30 games below 500.
Hey, look. It's
anyway,
a marathon.
This is my last words, and y'all suck.
We got 90 losses.
My last word is I'm sorry, Lions. You know, as a lot of Lions fans, I got love for the Lions. My mom's a Lions fan, you know. I'm sorry we gotta do it to y'all, man. Them 50 points ain't scared nobody but the Bears. We're gonna have to do that to y'all on Monday night. Y'all gonna have to get a Jackson 5 probably, but it's gonna be all good because deep down y'all know this is gonna happen, and it's only week 3, so you'll be able to bounce back at 1 and 2.
Monday night. The chat's gonna be lit. That's all I'm gonna say.
I know that game.
No, it's not. It's only gonna be lit if we're losing. If we're winning, it's gonna be me and Chris asking where everybody at.
That happens a lot too. I'm not gonna sit up here.
That happens.
It do. What if another team wins and another team loses? It depends on who's the most annoying at that time, right?
That's how it is though. Cowboys lose, jokes. Commanders lose, jokes. Ravens lose, jokes. Eagles lose. That's just a chat environment. That's how it is.
Well, some of it's warranted. That's why I don't be upset when people come out the cut, because it's like if you gonna run down on people for 15 days, you already know once your 1 L comes.
You don't know nothing about MSU or the Tigers. You probably didn't even know I was a Tigers fan.
He right. Y'all trash. Shout out to our superstar.
Trash.
I just had to say it, bro. I'm sorry. For the people
trash is not being 500.
Keep going.
I'm doing it for the people.
You have never been 500. Even the Rockies were 500 at one point. You were never 500 from start of the season.
Move on to the next time.
But listen to me, God. It's for the folks that are listening to the audio version. They don't know what the comment.
And I need them to listen to me say that the Nationals never touched 500, even at 0-0. They went 0-1 and never touched 500.
National League.
That's what I'm saying. It's not about them.
No, the Washington Nationals.
The comment says, I told you.
Bro, the Phillies are 91-62. We are 62-91.
It happens.
I
was just reading the comment.
It's been happening for 6 straight years.
Not this bad, though.
No, it's been happening for 6. Y'all haven't been 500. Y'all haven't finished the season.
Get the 500 thing, but
no, it's been bad. Like since y'all won the World Series, you've never been above 500.
I mean, we one hit wonders. We be back there.
I know it.
I mean, you celebrating and now you over here got the sad violins. The season ain't even over.
We're still making the playoffs. I'm just
so why you upset?
Oh, you had a 10-game lead, 10+ game lead.
I was about to say more than that. It was like 14.
Now you only got 3-game leads, 2-game leads.
2.5. We're about to lose.
Crazy.
Sound like a tank.
To the Guardians though, y'all wouldn't even. They weren't even second. It was the Royals that was second to y'all.
Nah, the Guardians were second.
They were always second. The Guardians.
There was a flip flop between them two, but it was the Guardians that was mainly the threat. Yeah, I know, bro. That sucks. But you know, I do have a bright side. Y'all just suck with no bright side.
The bright side is shout out to the superstar members. Shout out to our superstar members. Shout out to Donnell. Shout out to Dave. Shout out to Taniqua. Shout out to Vaughn. Shout out to Joe, Giovanni, Chris, Coach Coons, Decorius, Teddy, myself, and Tiger fans all over America. Because click the link, become a member today, so you can join these chats and you can keep the conversation going. Because just like MSU, that's all I got for you.
Y'all play Wisconsin this week. Don't forget. Y'all better not lose.
Hey, I'm only here so Worm could come back. I sacrificed
nope,
my season so Worm could come back.
You're an MSU. No, you're a
how
Maryland
much-
fan. You
Bro,
are a Maryland
this
fan.
is
Due to
how
the
much-
trade, you rep Maryland now.
You trying to
So
move?
I got.
Yeah,
I was in the transfer portal.
he was never.
Yeah.
I'm never allowed it.
Where you going?
I
Nowhere
was.
now.
So I got you, Joe. So this is how much I'm a Cowboys fan. I seen that Alabama was so bad that Worm wanted to come back to UMD that I posted a trade to
Talk
call.
about Will left Alabama to go to Maryland.
Because he said it was only a Nick Saban thing, which by the way started at MSU. But carry on.
All right, go ahead.
So yeah, I see what Joe's saying. Like out of all the teams you could have picked, but he came back
It's because of Malik Washington too.
due to a trade. I said, look, Carl, I'll go all in on the season. I'll leave my transfer portal request alone if you accept my trade for saying Worm can come back to the Terps. And Carl said, okay. So now it's 2 Terps in the college football, it's 2 Terps in college basketball, and then you have Must-Suck University.
Oh, you don't want to go college basketball. 7 straight butt whoopers in a row.
Hey, y'all need a buzzer beater.
It's still 7 straight wins. Win or
Y'all
loss.
needed a buzzer
Hold on, time out. That wasn't like we were gonna lose if he missed that. That was just to go to overtime.
Y'all needed a buzzer beater.
Yeah, y'all needed the refs to call blatant BS fouls and all that.
That's
other
what
stuff.
happened.
The fact that y'all game ended in that fashion was like, bro,
It was crazy.
Maryland can't
Out
see
of
us
all
in
games.
I had my Chipotle fork ready. And then Wale showed up.
basketball.
And I know Carl was probably screaming at the TV when it happened.
Oh, for sure.
That's going crazy. Where's my bowl?
Oh, yeah.
I remember.
I like watching police. I
gotta remember.
Double chicken.
That was the same day we beat the Celtics. So I ran up 2 Chipotle bowls that day.
I couldn't even celebrate it. I couldn't even celebrate for my HOA member that day because I'm like, man, I don't want to hear all that, man. Turn the music down.
And
Partying too hard now.
Chipotle double chicken.
It's crazy because Archie Manning is looking average still, bro, even against these sorry teams.
And he got another one going against Sam Houston. He better look good, and his name is Arch.
Arch Manning, sorry. Archie
You did the same thing I did, yeah.
Yeah, my bad.
Everybody do it, but everybody calls him Archie. That's his dang grandfather.
Yeah, it's a grandfather name, yeah. All right, let's get it. So that's all we got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all for staying to the end. Enjoy the games in college football and NFL and the WNBA. It's the playoffs right now. Enjoy all the games and baseball. I'm sorry, y'all. And baseball. Yeah, that's all we got for y'all today, and we'll see y'all in the next episode on Tuesday.
Peace.
Thank you for staying to the end. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like this video, subscribe, and also hit that notification button so you can be notified next time we put out a video. If you're listening on any podcast platform, subscribe and hit that notification button, y'all, so you can be notified we put out another podcast audio. And last but not least, hit that share button. No matter what you're listening to or watching it, hit that share button and send it to somebody that you know that would love to watch this episode you just listened to. So once again, thank you for staying to the end, and we'll see y'all in the next episode.